Hello, beautiful souls. In our minds, there aren't any subtractions or divisions, just additions and multiplications. You can't just say, I'll remove negative thoughts and only have positive ones, and expect it to magically work out. It's about understanding how our minds operate. You need to distinguish between what's inherently you and what you've accumulated over time. Now, when it comes to addressing the idea of negative and positive thoughts, most people tend to see them as two separate entities. They want to get rid of the negative and cling to the positive. But let's try a little experiment for a moment. Take 10 to 15 seconds and try to forcefully remove one specific thought from your mind. Say, for instance, try not to think about a monkey. Go ahead, give it a shot. What usually happens is quite the opposite. You end up flooded with thoughts of monkeys. This is the quirk of our minds. It's like having a car with only the accelerator pedal, no brakes, no clutch. Whatever you try to suppress or avoid just seems to speed up. Many of us have been taught by moral and religious figures to avoid dwelling on negative thoughts. But ironically, trying not to think about them often consumes us entirely. It's like telling someone not to think about a pink elephant. Suddenly, it's all they can think about. Handling the mind in this way doesn't require some profound enlightenment. Just spend a couple of minutes with your eyes closed, and you'll quickly realize that you can't force anything on this mind. So, the idea of wanting to rid yourself of negative thoughts isn't the right approach, because what you resist persists. Now, you might ask, what should I do then? Well, here's the thing, without grasping the fundamental workings of this incredibly sophisticated computer we call the human mind, it's like driving a car blindfolded. Our minds are the most advanced computers on the planet, and even supercomputers are a product of this incredible machinery. So, isn't it crucial that we understand how it operates? Instead of getting caught up in labeling thoughts as positive or negative and trying to eliminate them, it's essential to recognize that your mind and body are meant to serve you. You're the driver of this vehicle called life. If you hop into a car, it should take you where you want to go, not veer off on its own path. Otherwise, what's the use of such a vehicle? Sadly, many people see their minds as a nuisance, but in reality, it's the most precious tool we possess. It's just a matter of paying a little attention to how it all works. One of the simplest yet most crucial processes, it's designed to help you distance yourself from your physiological and psychological processes. There's something beyond all your thoughts, emotions, and bodily functions, it's you. Even when you close your eyes and can't see anything, you're still there. You exist beyond your thoughts and emotions. So, it's vital to bring that essence of life into your experience. Why do we often overlook this significant aspect of our existence? Right now, the most important thing is that you and I are alive. It's not about what we're thinking, but the fact that we're here, breathing, experiencing life. That's what truly matters. So, focus on that fundamental sense of aliveness within you, and you'll naturally create a distance from your thought process. Once you establish that separation between your psychological and physiological processes, suffering begins to fade away. Human suffering typically falls into two categories, physical and mental. But once you create a little space between yourself and your mind, between yourself and your body, that's when suffering loses its grip. This is something every person needs to experience firsthand, because simply trying to swap negative thoughts for positive ones isn't a sustainable solution. It's not going to work 100% of the time, because you can't just remove thoughts, you can only avoid them temporarily. So, it's crucial to grasp this concept first and foremost. Think about it, your anger, resentment, fear, anxieties, they're like poisons you're consuming, but expecting someone else to suffer the consequences. It's like drinking poison and hoping the other person will drop dead. But life doesn't work that way. If you ingest poison, you're the one who suffers, not the person you're upset with. So, It's essential to recognize the toxicity within ourselves. You can even physically measure the effects of intense emotions like anger on your body. Get your blood work done after a bout of rage, and you'll see the negative impact it has on your system. It's like poisoning yourself from the inside out. Obviously, that's not something you want to do, right? So, when you find yourself in this helpless state, wondering what to do, here's a simple solution: do nothing. Just sit back and connect with something that embodies life, whether it's your heartbeat, your breath, or simply the sensation of being alive. Tune into that for a while. As you do, you'll start to discern a separation between your core being and the clutter you've accumulated, both physically and mentally. It's like clearing out the junk to reveal the essence of who you truly are.